Children, Namaste to one and all. Here, today we are going to see about the February Revolution and its causes. So far, we would have seen about the impact of World War I. Is it not? What was the impact of World War I? What happened to workers? What happened to agriculturalists? So the impact of World War I on Russian agriculture. Actually, the First World War on the Eastern Front different from that on the Western Front. The Westல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா armies fought from trenches stretched along Eastern France. Eastல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா armies moved a good deal and fought battles, leaving large casualties. அதனால் defeats were shocking and demoralizing. So Russia's army என்ன ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா lost badly in Germany and Austria between 1914 and 1916. There were over 7 million casualties by 1917, as I would have already told to you. As they retreated, the Russian army destroyed crops, buildings, in order to prevent the enemy from being able to live off the land. So in the destruction என்னாச்சுன்னா crops buildings led to over 3 million refugees in Russia. Russiaலேயே Russians lived like a refugees. Is it clear? And soldiers also did not wish to fight such a war. வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னு நினச்சாங்க. The war also had a severe impact on industry. எப்படி இருந்தது? Russia's own industries இருக்கு இல்லையா, were few in number. And the country was cut off from other suppliers of industrial goods by German control of Baltic Sea. So, cut பண்ணிட்டாங்க. The country was cut from other suppliers of industrial goods. Now, industrial equipments பார்த்தீங்கன்னா disintegrated more rapidly in Russia than elsewhere. அதனால் அவங்களால ப்ரொடக்ஷன் பண்ண முடியல, ஏன்னா railway lines எல்லாம் began to break down. Able-bodied men were called up to the war. As a result, there were labor shortages and small workshops producing essential were shut down. ஏன்னா எல்லாரையும் வாருக்கு கூட்டு போயிடுறாங்க. So that shortage of labor. அதே மாதிரி large supplies of grain sent to feed the army. அப்போ ஆர்மிக்கு கிரெயின்ஸ் எல்லாம் அனுப்புனதுனால people in cities ஷார்ட்டேஜ் ஆகிடுச்சு. பிரெட்டும் ஃப்ளோரும் became scarce. By winter 1916, riots and bread shops were common. The Petrograd இருக்கு இல்லையா, அங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா the layout of city seemed to emphasize the division among its people. இப்போது river Neva flow here in Russia. அப்போ அங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரைட் பேங்க்கில் workers quarters and factories were located, whereas on the left side were the fashionable areas, Winter Palace, official buildings, including the palace where Duma met. By the winter 1916, riots at bread shops were common. In February 1917, food shortage were deeply felt in the workers' quarters. Tsar wanted to dissolve the Duma. ஆனால் பார்லிமெண்டேரியன்ஸ்க்கு ஐயோ அது மாதிரி வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னு they were opposed the idea of Tsar. On 22nd February பார்த்தீங்கன்னா a lockout இருந்தது. A lockout took place at a factory on the right bank. The very next day, workers in 50 factories called a strike in sympathy. Strike பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க in order to gain sympathy. The demonstrating workers இருக்காங்க இல்லையா, protest பண்ணணும்னு நினச்சவங்க, they crossed from the factory quarters to the center of the capital. As the fashionable quarters and official buildings were surrounded by workers, the government imposed a curfew. சுற்றி நின்றுட்டாங்க. குவார்ட்டர்ஸ்லேயும் அஃபிஷியல் பில்டிங்ஸ்லாம் பார்த்திங்கன்னா இந்த ஒர்க்கர்ஸ் எல்லாம் சுற்றி நின்றதுனால கவர்மெண்ட்டுக்கு வர வழியில் they imposed a curfew. Demonstrators dispersed by the evening, but they came back on 24th and 25th. On Sunday 25th February, the government suspended Duma. Parliamentarians did not like the idea of dissolving Duma, but even then King on 25th February suspended the Duma. Demonstrators returned in force to the streets of left bank on 26th, and on 27th, police headquarters were ransacked. The government called out the cavalry, but they refused to fire on the demonstrators. சுடமாட்டோன்ட்டாங்க. ரெஜிமெண்ட்ஸ் voted to join the striking workers. ஸோ அந்த சோல்ஜர்ஸும் என்ன பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க, they wanted to join striking workers. By that evening, soldiers and striking workers had gathered to form Petrograd Soviet. Next day, a delegation went to see the Tsar. போய் ராஜாவை போய் பார்க்கலான்னு போகிறாங்க. military commanders advised him to abdicate. வேறு வழி இல்லை, you renounce your power அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. ஸோ அதனால he followed their advice and abdicated on 2nd March. Abdicated in the sense renounced the throne. இப்போ restrictions on public meetings and associations were removed. Till then it was there, but now after the king was abdicated on 2nd March, restrictions on public meetings and associations were removed. In April 1917, the Bolshevik leader Vladimir Lenin returned to Russia. அது வரைக்கும் அவர் exiled. He was kept exiled. So, எப்போ king left his power, he came back to Russia and presented his April thesis. April thesis அப்படின்னா அவரோட demands. Trade unions grew in number and soldiers' committees were formed in armies. இந்த கண்ட்ரி சைட் பார்த்திங்கன்னா peasants and their socialist revolutionary leaders pressed for a redistribution of land. அதனால் peasants seized land between July and September 1917 from the nobles. They were allowed to seize the land from nobles. So what might be the Lenin's April thesis? அதாவது ஏப்ரல் 1917 Bolshevik leader Vladimir Lenin returned to Russia from his exile, and he declared that war to be brought to a close and land to be transferred to peasants and banks be nationalized. And these three demands were Lenin's April thesis. ஸோ ஏப்ரல் தீசிஸ், லெனினோட ஏப்ரல் தீசிஸில் பார்த்தோன்னா 3 டிமாண்ட் வைக்கிறார். Number 1, he declared that the war be brought to an end. Number 2, land be transferred to the peasants. Number 3, banks to be nationalized. Is it clear? Okay. The next class we can see about October Revolution. Thank you, children.